Tarek, age 10, is the youngest and fastest swimmer in World Championships history. Tarek has been swimming competitively since the age of 4.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I'm glad I wowed you.
Hey, High Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
Who is the shortest basketball player in the world?
I like your curiosity. I'll tell you. Moxie Bogues is the shortest player in the National Basketball Association history, listed at 5 feet 3 inches tall. He was drafted 12th overall by the Washington Bullets in 1987.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
I'm glad you asked.
AI Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
I've been curious. Who exactly is the youngest swimmer in the world?
Oh, I'll tell you. Tarek, age 10, is the youngest and fastest swimmer in World Championships history. Tarek has been swimming competitively since the age of 4.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I'm glad I wowed you.
You're listening to Sports in a Jiffy on impact Radio 102.1 FM Lagos.
It's time for Sports Now, your most exciting breakfast show, the Morning Impact Show here on Impact Radio 102.1 FM. 70 very best of stories are currently making the rounds in the ever exciting, ever dynamic, and sometimes controversial world of sport. 25th day in the month of October, year 2024. Of course, the month is winding down, which is somewhat unbelievable, but then we should be grateful to the man up there. We are in this period going through it. It is not by power, and that is why I'm taking this time to appreciate God Almighty. We look forward to this weekend's action. I will share more with you this evening on Sports Up Show between 5 p.m. down to 6 p.m. Just so you know, if you listen to us for the very first time, the Sports in a Jiffy is your early morning sport tonic, where we tiptoe through all of the major stories that are making the rounds, giving it to you in bits and in pieces. I'll be back this evening on the Sports Up Show, 5 p.m. down to 6 p.m. As I mentioned, we'll be going through all of the major stories because on Fridays we do just football, talk about their Clasico, as well as Arsenal will also be hosting Liverpool this weekend. We'll go into the Europa League matches. We review the matches that went down yesterday where Manchester United traveled to Turkey to face Fenerbahce. We were able to come back home with a point, make that one win in the last 11 European matches under Erik ten Hag, that is in 3 years, and one win in the last 7 matches across all competitions for Manchester United. But then you can say they're undefeated in the last 4 games, but fans are restless. They are growing weary. Classic Jose Mourinho last night was sent to the stands by the referee. We look at what CAF has done after releasing the list of players who are in the run for the Player of the Year this 2024. No Victor Boniface, no Mohamed Salah, and even Mohamed Kudus of Ghana. We talk about the under-20 boys who are now through the semi-finals of the WAFU B under-20 championship in Togo yesterday after edging Ivory Coast 2-1, and also going through in that group. They will now face Niger in the semi-finals, and a win will guarantee them a spot at the AFCON and also the World Cup that is set to be hosted next year in Chile. Welcome to the show this morning once again. Ayode Jajiboye is my name, and it's an honor to be your host on the show. Sportlicious will be having together on the show this morning. You can tell that already. Don't forget, I can keep track of this update and more by following us across all social media platforms. We are live on our Facebook fan page at impact radio 102.1 FM. You can join us on our YouTube channel at impact 102.1 FM. Subscribe to that channel, turn on post notifications so you can be the first to know whenever we go live on. They're also live on X, on Twitter at impact 102.1 FM. To the switch of the back of the net right now, let's get the show on the road. Before we go to Europe, we'll start from home because, of course, charity, they say, begins at home. Don't forget, this is 72 in bits and in pieces. The Nigeria under-20 national team Flying Eagles will trade tackles with Niger Republic in the semi-final of the 2024 WAFU B under-20 championship. Ghana will top Group A with 5 points, while Niger Republic garnered 4 points to come second. Group B winners garnered 3 points to top the table, while Cote d'Ivoire came second with 3 points and 2 goals, as Burkina Faso had 3 points, 1 goal to come third. The 2022 WAFU B Championship, Nigeria will face Niger on Saturday at 2 p.m. exactly. Anyway, from that now, talking about stories coming through from the Nigerian Premier Football, we also talk about the matches that will be going down this weekend. The Nigerian Premier Football League yesterday moved to enforce arbitration decisions of the Nigerian Football Federation Player Status and Arbitration Committee following the failure of affected clubs to take advantage of extended windows of moratorium. The clubs were respectively dragged to the NFF committee in dispute over salaries and entitlement of some of their former players and coaches. The committee entered judgment in favor of the petitioners and gave the affected clubs a time frame and process for compliance. Letter to the affected clubs referenced indefinite withdrawal of licenses of newly registered players for the 2024-2025 season due to non-compliance with the NFF Player Status and Arbitration Committee decision. The MPFL notified the clubs that the withdrawal of licenses will take effect from March day 10, which is going to be the next match day after this one, because this match is going to be March day 9. Some of the clubs include Plateau United with 14 players, Lobby Stars with 15 players, Kwara United with 20 players, Katsina United with 11 players, and Eyimba International with 18 players, El Kanemo has 13 players, Bayelsa United with 18 players, Akwa United with 17 players, and Abia Warriors with 23 players. The MPFL insisted that the license of the players would only be restored upon receipt of the official confirmation that the club has fully complied with the decision. And because we are still on the home front, let's go through all the matches that will be playing in Nigerian Premier Football League match J9 encounters. Tomorrow we'll be seeing Katsina United host Niger Tornadoes. Atland FC will be hosting Remo Stars at the Dan Ayam Stadium. Rendell Insurance will be hosting Abia Warriors. El Kanemi, I beg your pardon. El Kanemi Warriors and Akwa United already played on Wednesday. So it's going to be Benel Insurance and Abia Warriors. Nasra United will host Kano Pillars on Sunday. Rivers United will host El Kanemi Warriors. That particular game is the game of the two teams that are currently unbeaten in the Nigerian Premier Football League, and one team has to go home beating. Well, they never can tell they might end the game on a draw as well. Still on Sunday, Plateau United will be hosting Sunshine Stars. Eyimba will be hosting Ikorodu City at the Aba Township Stadium. Kwara United will host Enugu Rangers at the Ilorin Township Stadium, while Shooting Stars will be hosting Akwa United, and Lobby Stars will be hosting Bayelsa United. Lobby Stars, by the way, it's been said that there's a couple of change as regarding the captaincy of the side. And away from that now, let's talk about football on the home front and the impressive performance of the Nigerian Super Eagles in the recent 2025 African Cup of Nations qualifiers has improved its rankings on the latest FIFA rankings. The Nigerian side defeated the Mediterranean Knights of Libya 1 at the Gospel Akpabio Stadium in New York, and despite the second leg not taking place, the Super Eagles retained its spot as the leader of the group. The latest rankings that has been released are placed Nigeria in 36th position as against the previous 39th position in Africa. And three-time African champions are now placed fourth in Africa behind Morocco, Senegal, and Egypt, which newly crowned African champions Ivory Coast is sixth. And going into the CAF Awards right now, the Confederation of African Football has officially declared the 2024 CAF Awards will take place in Marrakesh, Morocco on 16th of December 2024. The awards recognize exceptional achievements in both club and national football, with prestigious titles of the CAF African Player of the Year for both men and women being the focal point. Notable candidates include Nigerian Ademola Lookman, Guinea's Sagu Gurasi, and Morocco's Brahim Diaz is actually not in the run-up because it's been said that don't forget, I switched allegiance from Spain to Morocco, which is also not giving him a go at that. But then you have 10 players with the likes of Ademola Lookman and also William Trust Ekong making the list. The South African goalkeeper as well, Ronnie Williams, who is also in the run-up for the Player of the Year. And the women's category, the title is held by Asante Shuala, who has had an outstanding year on the field, while CAF is yet to announce the official start time for the 2024 ceremony. Additional information is definitely going to be released. Later this evening, we'll give you the full list of the players and also the managers. The team of the year, of course, Super Eagles Nigeria is one of the teams that have been nominated for the team of the year for the CAF Awards. We'll tell you more about it later this evening on the Sports Up Show between 5 p.m. down to 6 p.m. right here on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. And as well, the date for the final of the 2024 Nigerian Rugby League has not been announced. The Lagos Bulls will represent the South and they will lock arms with Kano Lions from the North. Kano Lions came out on top of the Northern Conference after subduing Zazao Bulls, Zaria Bears, and Kano Gazelles, while Lagos Bulls got the better of Opportunity, Artu Finesse, Lagos Renos, Lagos Alvin, and the Kings. And the date is now set for the final to be played on November 16th in Abuja. And lastly, on the home front this morning, we're going straight to Europe because of our time. Sports in the Jiffy right here on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. Whether an early riser or some large detail of the game, maybe you're a sports person yourself, this is the right place for you to be, because the early bet has gone all around the world to catch these calls, and I am more than willing to serve them to you just the way you like it, serving it to you in bits and in pieces. Let's start with Formula One talks as we're preparing for the Mexican Grand Prix. Lando Norris says he's not quite at the level of the title rival Max Verstappen when it comes to racecraft. The British was controversially penalized at Sunday's United States Grand Prix at the Austin, demoting him from third to fourth behind Verstappen for overtaking off track. And according to Norris, and I quote him, "Max is the best in the world in the style of defense and attacking, so I have to be at his level, and at the moment, I'm not quite at the level I need to be at." However, Norris said he did not believe he deserved the penalty, and Verstappen's driving in the incident was not how racing should be. Norris was among a number of drivers who questioned Verstappen's approach to the corner, essentially saying it complied with the rules but was not fair racing. The Mercedes seven-time champion Lewis Hamilton also added that you shouldn't be able to come off the brakes and run more speed in and go off the track and still hold your place. The Mercedes driver felt a change had been needed for some time and pointed out Verstappen had used the same tactics in their 2021 title fight. Hamilton's teammate George Russell said he would ask the FIA whether following a review they believe Verstappen should have been penalized for his maneuver or not. A lot of players are coming out because of this one, and we look forward to see what is going to happen. But this weekend, the Formula One is going to be in the Mexico City for the Mexico City Grand Prix. We will serve you all of the updates this evening and also tomorrow on the Sports Talk Show right here on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. Before we leave the world of Formula One, let's talk about Sergio Perez. The Red Bull driver was not admitted that he has had a terrible season as he embarks on his home race this weekend. The Mexican has failed to win a race and is 8th in the World Championship, the last driver of the top 4 teams. White teammate Max Verstappen is leading the championship after winning 7 races so far. Perez, who has not finished higher than 6th for 13 races, said, and I quote, "I know about the terrible season. It started really well, but it's really, really difficult right now." Perez's lack of form has led to Red Bull losing the lead in the Constructors' Championship to McLaren, who are now 14 points ahead with 5 races to go. Red Bull also coming under pressure from informed Ferrari, which showed them by just 8 points after 2 wins from Charles Leclerc in the last 4 races. We're from Formula One talks right now, going straight into the world of tennis. British number 1 Katie Butler lost only 3 games as she beat former US Open champion Bianca Andreescu to reach the semi-finals of the Pan Pacific Open. Butler, which 28 triumph 6-2, 6-1 in 1 hour 3 minutes in Tokyo. World number 33 broke Canadian Andreescu serve 5 times, including in our opening service games. Butler will now face American wildcard Sofia Kenin, who beat Russian third seed Daria Kazakhstina 6-4, 6-4 in the quarterfinals, and on Saturday for a place in the final. And other games as well. Jack Draper, 22, has also moved into the last set of the East Bank Open in Vienna with a 7-5, 6-1 victory over Italy's Luciano Daderi. US Open semi-finalist Draper will contest his 9th ATP quarterfinal of 2024 after a strong serving performance, which allowed Daderi little opportunity to break. More tennis stories on the show this morning before we skedaddle to the world of football, and I've got tantalizing stories for you this morning to get your morning sizzling already and to make sure that we're impacting your lifestyle wherever you're listening. Let's go to the Swiss Indoors Open right now, and that one is from the ATP where Felix Auger-Aliassime beat the 3rd consecutive Swiss Indoors title ended yesterday when he lost to Umpeshi Pericard, who fired 22 aces past Auger-Aliassime. Now we now face another big serving Giovanni. He's going to be facing Daniil Shapovalov in the quarterfinals. Ben Shelton also reached the quarterfinals when he beat home favorite Stan Wawrinka 7-6, 7-5. Ben Shelton, who is 22, will face top seed Andy Rublev for a spot in the final for third seed Stefan Tsitsipas beats Botic van der Sloot 7-5, 7-6, and will face Otto Fields in the quarterfinals. Ogaroni, who is seeded 4th, also advanced. He defeated Swiss player Dominik Stricker 6-3, 7-6, and gets David Goffin in the next round of the Swiss Indoors. And on to the football side of life, let's go through the result of the matches that went down in the UEFA Europa League and also the Conference League yesterday. But before that, this not too good news coming through is that ex-Moroccan Marseille player Barada has now died at the age of 35. Former Marcel midfielder Abdulaziz Barada has died at the age of 35, the club said on Thursday, with the Moroccan Federation describing his death as a great tragedy. No official cause of the death has been announced for the France-born player who earned 26 caps for Morocco and was part of the side that reached the Under-23 African Cup of Nations finals in 2011. Barada has also played for Spanish side Getafe and now stays in Turkey, Qatar and the United Arab Emirates before retiring in 2021. He also played for Paris Saint-Germain reserve side. I'm quickly taking a recap of the matches that went down yesterday. Eintracht Frankfurt were 1-0 winners over Rigas FS. Ferencváros defeated OGC Nice 1-0. Maccabi Tel Aviv had lost at home to Real Sociedad 1-1, and then Midtjylland defeated Union Saint-Gilloise. PAOK played out a 2-2 draw against Victoria Plzeň, and Karabakh lost at home to Ajax. Roma defeated Dynamo Kiev 1-0. Anderlecht were 2-0 winners over Ludogorets. Athletic Club defeated Slavia Prague 1-0 down one end, and Manchester United played out a 1-0 draw away to Fenerbahce. Christian Eriksen scoring in the first half of that game, which was necessary also getting the parity for the Turkish side on the 49th minute. A couple of thoughts coming from that game because Jose Mourinho was sent off as Fenerbahce side came from behind to condemn his old club Manchester United to a third successive Europa draw in Istanbul. United had led at the breakthrough Christian Eriksen's fourth goal of the season, but the hosts leveled 4 minutes after the restart when Yusuf El-Nesri got between United defenders to Erdem Allen Sant Maximin's cross from close range. Other matches yesterday, Malmo FF lost at home to Olympique Piraeus. Olympic Lyon also lost at home to Besiktas. Porto defeated Ofeam 2-0. Rangers defeated Basel 4-0. Tottenham Hotspur were 1-0 winners over AZ Alkmaar, and also Ange Postecoglou full of praise for his players, though there was a scuffle when it comes to penalty for the side. Richarlison scored from the penalty spot to help Tottenham maintain their perfect start in the Europa League without victory over AZ Alkmaar. In his first half for Spurs this season after injury trouble, the Brazilian briefly argued with James Madison about who should take the penalty after Maxim Decker had kicked out Lucas Bagval in the box. Captain Madison relinquished the responsibility, and Richarlison confidently sent the ball straight into the bottom half to earn Tottenham the decisive goal in the 53rd minute of the game. 20 as well lost at home to Lazio yesterday in the Conference League. Chelsea were big winners last night. Because Chelsea continued their unbeaten streak in the Conference League as João Felix, Mikhailo Modric, and also Christopher Nkunku all scored in their 4-1 win over Panathinaikos. Kieran Drisbury all cross found Felix on the left before Portugal forward headed the ball over to Modric and bought himself time to get into position to find the back of the net in the 22nd minute. Chelsea failed to keep a clean sheet, however, as Panathinaikos Facundo Pellistri scored for the home side one redeeming goal. Away from that, right now, let's go straight into other matches that we played later today, and also we look forward to the weekend's actions because we're back here this evening to tell you more about them. But in the English Premier League this evening, Leicester City will be hosting Nottingham Forest 8 p.m. Nigerian time. That one is going to be at the King Power Stadium. We'll also look forward to see whether or not Leicester City will be able to get their season on the front foot, because of course they need to get a win from this game to cement their place as well. Anything other than a win, they might just be scuffling at the end of the day. In the Spanish Liga this evening, Espanyol will be hosting Sevilla, and the German Bundesliga Mainz 05 will be hosting Borussia Mönchengladbach. Italian Serie A will be having Udinese hosting Cagliari. Torino will be hosting Como. In the French Ligue 1, Rennes will be hosting Le Havre. Sports in a Jiffy it is, and I'll be 7 minutes in a Jiffy as I call it a wrap on the package this morning. Many thanks to everyone who's been a part of the show. Don't forget to join us later this evening between 5 p.m. down to 6 p.m. 1 hour of banter, 1 hour of rage, 1 hour of views, reviews, and all of the interviews right here on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. Already Jajibo is signing out this morning. Stay sporty, stay active, drink enough water to stay hydrated. Go out there and be the best version of yourself. One thing I tell you is don't forget to be kind, because kindness is cool. I'll see you when I see you once again, and that has to be this evening on the Sports Talk Show. The Morning Impact Show continues. Toluwase Akinwumi is here to take you through the rest of your morning. Do have a blessed and highly favored weekend.
From the greens of golf to the court of tennis and basketball, the Octagon